Hey guys! So, as some of you may know, I've recently moved to Denmark to study animation, and I've been here for a little bit over a week now, and I'm slowly starting to get settled in both school and in my new apartment. So I decided quite early that I would try and make vlogs of my daily life and my progress in school if I ever got in. So now I have to fulfill that promise. So here I am on camera, and I'm not used to it at all. And I will talk in English because I think it will just help me practice English more, and well, it may be more interesting for people to see rather than if I talk in Swedish. So I will try and make vlogs weekly. So maybe 1 or 2 videos, one showing my progress at school, my drawings, and just explaining in general what we do every week. And then maybe I'll make another video just showing my daily life, just what I do every day. But we'll see. I haven't really decided yet what to do with all my vlogs, but I'll figure something out. I originally didn't get into this school, but about 2 or 3 weeks ago I got an email from the school saying, well, we got a spot open, do you want to come here and study animation? And I was like, yeah, I want it so bad! But then when I was supposed to give them an answer, I got a new email saying, well, we can't do that, we can't take you in. And I was like, what? Why? But so they told me that they originally do have a waiting list they pick people from, but this time around they had deleted it, or for some reason, I don't really know why. But so they figured they could call me instead and ask if I wanted to come. But then the higher-ups in school told them that you can't do that, we have a special system we have to follow, so we can't accept her. So yeah, so a week passed by, and then I got a phone call saying, well, okay, we talked to the higher-ups and you can come here if you want to, but you have to come here in like 1 or 2 weeks. So I had to stress a lot to get here, but now I'm here. I've been here for a week. I'm really happy I'm here. It's really scary because all of my classmates have started to get to know each other, because there's already been like 2 or 3 weeks of school before I got here. So yeah, everyone knows each other, and I'm just really awkward meeting new people. But I think I'll manage. I'll try and talk more to people, and hopefully I'll get some friends here. So this Monday I had my first day of school, and I was really scared because all of my classmates already know each other a little bit, so it's quite difficult to just come in a bit late and not knowing anyone. But luckily there's 2 Swedish girls in my school, so I don't have to feel absolutely alone. So yeah. The first day we got to meet a famous animator called Michael Polani, and he's been working on both Disney and Looney Tunes and a lot of other stuff. So seems like a really good guy, and he knows his stuff. So I'm just gonna show you some of the drawings I did the first day. So we had some model sheets we had to work on, and then recreate some of the poses, but in a more sketchy, loosey way. So just to analyze what the characters look like, and I think I did quite good. I'm not used to drawing with blue pen, but it was great practice, and it helped me loose up a bit. I didn't feel too much pressure from drawing my own stuff. So yeah, I hated to draw this character. She was so hard to draw. I don't know why, but she was so hard. So we got a lot of feedback from Michael Polani. He actually moved around in class and took a look at everyone's drawings, and gave us some constructive feedback on all the drawings we made. So yeah. There's really a lot of drawings. I'll also try and post these on another place or anything, so if you want to see them more clearly, you can do that. And that was all we did on Monday. So on Tuesday we worked on making background drawings and just learn a little bit more about perspective. So one of the assignments was to make a 1-point perspective, 2-point perspective and 3-point perspectives, and also put characters in the same space. So here's one of the drawings I did. We also got a few good tips on how to make reflections in water and stuff like that, so that was really interesting to learn about. And then I wanted to make a 3-point perspective with characters, so this is the result from that. As you see, we had to use the same model sheets for these drawings. We also got some tips on how to create shadows in perspective, so that was really interesting to learn about. I've never really tried it before, so yeah, it was really interesting. And I'm not very used to drawing perspective on paper, so but it wasn't that hard as I thought it would be. And we don't get to use rulers, so all the lines have to be drawn by hand. But they recommend us to just draw loosely. It doesn't have to look perfect. It's just to get the feeling right instead of making it look perfect. So later that day I also signed up for a Danish class. So I'll be going and taking those classes every week, so I can learn a bit of Danish while I'm here. Because I don't want to speak English all the time. It would be great to be able to know some Danish when I speak to people who works here or anything like that. So on Wednesday we worked on more background drawings, and we had to make 8 different thumbnails and then take one of them and make it into a bigger picture. So here are my thumbnails. And this is the finished piece. So on Thursday to Friday we had to take the model sheets again, which consist of about 21 characters, and we had to take each of them and draw them in another pose. So these are some of the ones I came up with. I started first off with drawing really roughly on another sheet of paper and just giving all the characters a pose before I actually started drawing them for real. So it really helped me a lot not to think too much later on. So as you can see, all of the characters are completely different types of styles, but it was really interesting. Some people had really hard time to just mix between the styles and stuff, but I think it wasn't all too hard. I wanted to try and follow the model sheets as closely as possible, so it really looked like it would be from, like if the pose would belong in that model sheet. So later that day on Friday we had a buddy meeting, so we had to mix all of the classes and all of the grades and then just talk with each other, so we could show each other what we're doing this year and just get to know each other really. So yeah, it was really interesting to see what everyone else is doing. There was just one thing that really bugged me for some reason. And I don't know if it's just because it's Denmark, but during the buddy meeting we were served drinks. And, well, they served beer in school. on school hours. So all of my classmates were walking around drinking beer, talking about this stuff, and I was like, what is this? It's a school, you're not supposed to drink beer. But well, I guess it's Denmark. So yeah, this was all of my progress from this week. I made a lot of drawings and I'm fairly happy with most of them. So I think next week we'll actually start animating, so I really look forward to that. So yeah, I'll just see you guys next week in a new video. Bye bye!